Mariners take command in ALCS. Blue Jays face critical Game 3 at T-Mobile Park. This season's American League Championship Series, ALCS, has already provided fans with dramatic storylines, strategic battles, and unexpected twists. Heading into the series, much of the focus was on how the Seattle Mariners, whose pitching staff had been pushed to the limit in a 5-game division series against the Detroit Tigers, would cope with 2 critical road games in Toronto against a Blue Jays squad that had come into the postseason riding the momentum of an explosive offensive performance against the New York Yankees. Analysts and fans alike wondered whether Seattle's fatigued pitchers could withstand Toronto's heavy-hitting lineup, while the Blue Jays' chances seemed to rest on maintaining their offensive dominance and exploiting the Mariner pitching fatigue. However, the opening 2 games of the series in Toronto unfolded in a manner that few could have predicted. The Mariners won both contests, securing the first 2 games on the road, and did so with authority. Game 2 was a particularly emphatic performance, as Seattle rolled to a 10-3 victory, showcasing a lineup in peak form and leaving Toronto scrambling for answers. The win allowed the Mariners to preserve their bullpen, a critical advantage that positions them for a full-strength performance back home at T-Mobile Park. This unexpected twist has flipped the projected dynamics of the series on its head. What was anticipated to be a challenging start on the road for Seattle has instead become a scenario where the Mariners hold the momentum, with Toronto facing the daunting task of clawing back from a 0-2 deficit. For the Blue Jays, Game 3 now carries a heightened level of urgency. Losing at home would place them in a near-elimination scenario, where the pressure of the postseason looms even larger. Ahead of Game 3, Blue Jays manager John Schneider acknowledged the key factor behind the 2 lopsided losses in Toronto. "The difference in the first 2 games was clear," Schneider said. "We didn't hit any long balls while they did. Baseball is a game of runs and swings, and until that tide turns, anything can happen. We're hoping our long ball hitters find their rhythm again, because that could change the momentum of the series." Indeed, the Blue Jays' prospects hinge on the resurgence of their core offensive stars, most notably Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who had torched the Yankees in the previous round of the playoffs. Guerrero, along with other top hitters like Bo Bichette and George Springer, must regain the consistency and power that defined Toronto's offensive output during the division series. The ability of these players to deliver timely home runs or extra base hits could be the determining factor in whether the Blue Jays can stave off a 3rd consecutive defeat and keep their championship hopes alive. Seattle, meanwhile, enters Game 3 in an enviable position. The Mariners' offense has been fiery,